Welcome to Dance Studio Pro. In this video we will show you how to find your way around the software and how to quickly get the system ready for use. Navigating Dance Studio is really easy. There are two basic ways to get your information. The first is the top navigation menu. It is broken down into logical business areas in the Dance Studio: students, classes, events, and teachers. You can find this at the top of the screen. This is always going to be here for every page. It breaks down again: students, classes, events, staff or teachers, and then there's a more section. At any time you can access this information. The second area of navigation is on the side. These are called quick links. At any time you can click on one of these items to add a new student, a new event, a new class, or a new staff member or teacher. One quick way to find anything that's newly added is to use the search function. Simply typing in a name or a part of a name. If you were looking for Jane Smith, the student, all you would have to do is type in SMI or SMITH or Jane, and you'll quickly be taken to that student. If you're looking for one of your ballet classes, simply type in BAL and it will show you all the classes for ballet. When you first log into Dance Studio, you will see that there's some basic things that it's asking you to complete. The first is updating your studio information, changing your system assigned password, changing to something that you can easily remember, setting up a default location for classes, and then setting up your multi-student discount. It only takes a couple of minutes to get completely ready to use the software. So let's get started. First thing we want to do is update our studio information. This is going to our settings section. Now you could access this directly by going to the settings section off the more navigation or clicking this quick link. So once you've completed this task, this item will go away and disappear from the list. We'll click it. And basically this is your headquarters information. This is not your actual studio. This is just the information that needs to be set up for your studio account. I will set up an account for this video. Once we've set that information up, we can simply hit Save Changes. Now, we'll get a confirmation that our changes have been saved. We can always use the logo to go back to the home screen to verify. Once we're on the home screen, we'll see that the change or setup studio information has disappeared, and now all we have to do is change our password. We can click that. Now, let's enter a password for our account. I'm going to enter something easy to remember for this account. And be sure to click the reset button. Alright, this indicates that our password has been changed successfully. Now we see that our list of things to do is getting smaller. First, we want to set up a location for our classes. These are actual dance studios. Think of this as the physical location. Simply all we do, add a studio. Dance studios are the physical location where classes will be held. Typically these are by geography. So if we have multiple studios, we would simply call it our studio name and then the actual location, and then hit add. Now we have an actual dance studio. If we have more than one studio, we can add one now. Add another studio. Once we click that, we will call it Dance. Okay. So now we have two studios set up in the system. That's all it takes. At any time you could actually click on one of these to add and fill out more information if each studio has its own website or email or contact person. We're not going to worry about that right now. We just need to make sure that our studios are set up. The final thing we'd like to do is set up rooms for our studios. Each of your dance studios typically have more than one room for classes. We'll use this feature to establish which rooms are available in which studio. So here are the studios that we just set up, and we're going to call and say that there is a ballet room 1, and it can hold 20 students. We'll add that room. And then we will add one more room. We'll call it the gym for our tumbling, and we'll say it can hold 50 students. Okay. At any time we can come back and add and assign and change these things. These are just examples for the demonstration. Now, as we see, If we go back and check our home screen, we only have one item left to do, and then we're ready to go. So this is setting up your multi-student discount. If we go into the multi-student discount feature, the multi-student discount feature is designed for parents that have more than one child. Within the industry, it is standard for dance studios to provide a discount, typically a percentage discount off of tuition of all the students. As you can see in the example, we work the math out to show you how the discount applies. For your side, all you have to do is select what discount you want to apply. And once you're done, hit Save Changes. Now, once you go back to the main screen, you'll see that there are no tasks left to do, and we're ready to go. Your system is now completely set up and ready to use. Alright, we encourage you to watch the next video on getting started with Dance Studio Pro for setting up and adding new students, classes, events, and team members.